Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to tell you how you can stand out online as a service provider or a virtual assistant. Now, one of the biggest questions I get usually when people message me is that they keep asking me, how exactly can I stand out compared to other service providers that are out there? And they keep asking that they feel like the industry is so saturated and everybody's doing the same thing, and they feel like they have to play the game of price, where they have to lower their services in order for people to notice them or for their clients to want to work with them. And I made this video in response to that question, because you don't have to lower your prices in order for you to stand out or in order for you to get the clients that you're looking for. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple steps that you can apply today in order for you to stand out online as a service provider. So let's get right into it. Number 1, the first thing that you need to do in order for you to stand out to your prospective clients is to optimize your profile. Now, if you're like every service provider out there, you're probably looking for clients on one platform or another. So maybe you're on Facebook, maybe you're on Instagram, or even on LinkedIn and some of the freelancer marketplaces that are out there. The first thing you really need to focus on is your profile, because your profile is like your business card. It is the first thing that people will see when they want to work with you. So you want to optimize that as much as possible to make sure that when your client sees your profile, they feel like they want to work with you. Now, you will not get the chance to explain yourself. You will not get the chance to actually introduce yourself the way you would do if it was a physical setting. So you really want to make sure that your profile is well optimized for who you want to serve. Are you serving coaches? Are you serving people who are in e-commerce? Whoever you've decided that your prospective or your ideal client is going to be, you want to make sure that your profile stands out and it clearly sends out that message that you work with these people. Now, if you're on Facebook, there are a couple of ways you could do this. You could change your Facebook cover photo to state exactly what you do. You also have the bio section of your Facebook account where you can edit that bio to reflect what you do. You can add in links to your website, to your Facebook page, or to a page where you have an explanation of the services that you offer. But basically, you want that when you start using that profile to prospect in Facebook groups, when people click on your profile, they will immediately see exactly what you do, and they will not have any doubt as to whether or not they want to work with you. Now, the second thing that you need to do is to be known for one thing. I know that it is really difficult, given that there are a million things that you can do online as a service provider, but you need to choose that one thing you want to be known for at first. Now, this might sound very daunting, like, how am I going to pick just one thing to do? Now, when I say you have to pick one thing you'll be known for, you don't have to pick something very obscure, like I will only design Instagram graphics that are pink in color for women who live in Bali or something like that. That is not necessary. But you need to choose a service that, number 1, people want, and number 2, you are going to really hone your skills in. You want to master it, and you want to be known for that one service, because what you're going to be doing is that you want to go into Facebook groups, or if you're on LinkedIn or wherever you are, you want that to be your main call to action. I help coaches and course creators build out their course platforms. That is very clear. Everybody knows that you're a course creator. Or I design brand graphics for female entrepreneurs. So anytime somebody thinks about brand graphics for a female entrepreneur, they will think of you. This is very important because, like I said in the beginning, a lot of people feel like the industry is saturated. So when you go out there, it will be really easy for people to refer clients to you. It will be very easy for your friends to tag you in posts, for instance, when somebody is looking for a service. But if you're just starting out, you're not that popular yet, nobody knows about you or your services, and you offer like a million things, even the people that want to refer clients to you would not know what to refer clients to you for. So you want to make sure that you pick one skill that you will use as your forefront. It will be like your own banner that you will carry everywhere and say, this is me, this is what I do. Now, this does not say that on the back end you cannot offer complimentary services, but this is the service that will put people's foot in the door. That is the thing that you want to attract people to you, and then when they come, you can decide to sell them any other thing that you are actually good at. But that will be the first thing that will bring people to you. The third thing that you need to do is be friendly. Now, marketing as a whole may seem like it's just an exchange of money and services, but truthfully it is nothing like that. It is actually based on relationships. We buy from people because of the relationships we have with them. Now, this does not necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship, but when you think about the brands that you love, you feel like you know them, you feel like they also know you and they understand you. You remember the experience of either purchasing from them, or when you went to their customer support and when you spoke to them, or how your friend has spoken about that particular brand. And that is the exact same thing that you want people to do when they work with you. Now, you have to be really friendly in order to get people to speak with you. Nobody likes working with somebody that is rude or stuck up or has no sense of humor or just is generally as interesting as a doorknob. So you want to really bring out your personality in everything you do, and this also helps you stand out, because maybe you have those puns that you use, or maybe you have a way you speak, or you have slangs that you use, or maybe even the emojis that you use when you speak with your clients, or maybe you're not even an emoji person. Whatever it is that is true to you and that you feel like it brings out your personality, you should really do that. So when you speak with people, when you comment in Facebook groups, when you talk to people on the phone, when you go on discovery calls, you want to bring out this side of you. For someone like me, I like to crack jokes. I'm just somebody that likes things to be a little bit lighthearted. I don't like conversations that are so hard and straightforward and everybody is just keeping such a straight face. I start to feel uncomfortable. I like when my clients smile. I like when they laugh. I like to make jokes when I'm on calls, because I don't feel like business has to be so serious. And that is one of the reasons why I started my own business, in order to have the freedom to run the business exactly the way I want. So you can do the exact same thing. I have seen people that have branded their businesses to just their entire personality. People have colored hair, people have fonts that they use, people have slangs that they say. You want to incorporate these things. They may seem like little things, but these are the things that make people remember you, especially if you have a very generic name that is like popular all over the internet. So you want people to not just remember you as Ashley, you want them to remember you as Ashley, the girl who made me laugh, or the one that likes to use a particular emoji, or the one that likes to say a particular word whenever she's speaking with me. That way you are memorable and people are happy to work with you because of the feeling they get anytime they speak with you. The fourth thing that you have to do in order to stand out online is to speak up. This is a huge thing. A lot of virtual assistants and service providers, when they go into Facebook group where their prospective clients hang out, they don't say anything. They just sit there and look around and wait until somebody posts a job up and they're like, oh yes, I can do that. And you're like, wait, I've never seen this name inside of this group before. Whereas when you go into some groups, you find out that there are certain people that keep getting tagged over and over, and you see people that their posts pop up all the time in the news feed of the group. And then people remember those people more. Now, you don't always have to be selling something or talking about your expertise. Little things like memes, jokes, and even like funny things that happen in the industry, or just general updates, whatever the case may be, that you post inside the group, enable people see your face more often, and then they remember you more often, because they're like, oh, that's the girl that posted the meme last week, and that's the girl that posted this last week, or that's the person that commented that funny thing on Facebook. Now, that way you are memorable. And sometimes what happens in Facebook groups is that if people keep seeing your face over and over again, what happens in their mind is that they ask themselves, wait, I keep seeing this face, who is this person and what does she even do? And then they click to your profile, and now if you have optimized your profile the way I mentioned in step 1, they will know exactly what you do. And even if they don't need your service, they will remember that if somebody needs a specific service, they can tag you in that post, and that's how you start getting referrals. This has happened to me personally when I used to run a VA business. I would post inside of groups, talk about things that I do. I like to help people inside of Facebook groups, and I noticed that women I had never spoken with before, but I had seen their faces inside the group, so I knew they were members of the group, started tagging me and saying things like, Belema is awesome, Belema does this great, Belema does great work. And I felt really flattered. But when I backtracked and thought about it, I understood why, because I did the exact same thing. There were some ladies that I knew people had consistently said they did great work for a particular thing, or I saw them posting inside of the group often, so I knew they were good at this particular thing. So without even speaking with them, I wasn't even friends friends on Facebook with them, I started tagging them in posts because I was like, why not? It doesn't take anything away from me to help another creative entrepreneur. So you can do the same thing in your business, and it will just change your business for the better. You will just find out that you don't even need to respond to job posts, you don't need to send proposals, you just get referral streams coming to your business, and you have to start turning clients away. And the fifth and final thing that you need to do if you want to stand out online is to repeat what you do over and over again. Now, this might sound like you're tooting your own horn or you're just bragging, but the truth is we have the attention span of goldfishes nowadays. We don't have much space to remember where we saw someone or what exactly they do, but when you keep repeating it over and over, people tend to remember quicker. So even though you've said it in a group that you do this particular thing, or even if you've posted on your profile that you do a certain thing, that doesn't stop you from saying it over and over again. The only thing that you would need to do is to find creative ways of showing your expertise. So you don't have to like have a particular copy paste thing that you just write, I help service-based entrepreneurs, full stop, every single time. That would look like spam and to look like somebody hacked into your account. But what you can do is you find new ways of saying that I am good at this thing and this is what I do and I would love to help you. Like I said before, in Facebook groups, you can post things that are relating to your industry, whether they are funny or they are just straight up facts. If you find a new discovery, you can post it. If you have a client win, maybe you did something for a client and they hit a new milestone, or there is this success that you really want to showcase, you can do that. All of these things add up together and remind people that this is what you do and this is how you can help people. And that way they know that if they need a particular service, they can come to you. If their friend needs a particular service, they can refer them to you. It's really simple, and it's something that we often miss, but it's something that is also really crucial in your business. So these are the 5 tips that you need to do if you want to stand out online. I want you to start practicing them today. These are not things that you need to plan for, like a marketing plan. All you need to do right now is go out and start implementing these tips. So there are 5 of them and they're not really hard to do. And I would love to know in the comment section which of these tips was new to you and which one you're already implementing in your business. And I would love to know what results you're getting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get reminded whenever I post a new video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.